Well, Nigel, 3 months ago, we sat here, not you, but certainly me, wondering where the next win was going to come from. 10 weeks later, since you joined as manager, you've turned around the fortunes here remarkably, to the extent where Stags have now won 5 games in a row in Sky Bet League 2. How have you gone about doing that?
It's difficult to pinpoint. I think bringing some good staff in to the building, try and just raise the morale. I remember talking, when we first came in, trying to put a smile on people's faces, and just lift the mood. When you're in a football club and you're not winning matches, everybody's down and everything. So we need to find a way to lift the spirits, and I think we've done that. And hopefully people will notice a different atmosphere around the training ground first and foremost, and then that transmits how hard they work on the training pitch, and that goes onto the field on a Saturday. Is
confidence palpable? Can you feel it day in, day out here at the training ground?
Yeah, you can, but it's something you can't give them. The only way you can get confidence is by winning, and now we've won a few games, you see it in abundance, but it's just one of those, it's that magic ingredient in football. And I'll tell you, right from the highest level, I'd say Liverpool have been the best team in England for the last 2 or 3 years, and I wouldn't say they're the most confident at the moment. They just lost that little bit of spark, or sparkle, and I would say confidence is a little bit part of that.
And what do you make of the latest milestone, Nigel? 5 wins in the Football League for Mansfield for the first time in 30 years.
We had no idea until you said afterwards, and when we got on the bus, the lads didn't know either. And I said to Jordan Bowery, I said, "How old are you now, Jordan?" And he said, 29. Did you realise you weren't born the last time Mansfield achieved 5 straight league wins? And lads were. I think things like that again just put it into perspective how well they've done. But we want to keep our feet on the ground, and we want to keep winning. The second we get complacent, then we won't be the same team and we'll be in trouble.
I must ask you finally about the post-match food, because Andy Garner spoke to us after the game at Root Saul, and he said you were dismayed about not having fish and chips on the bus instead of pizzas.
Yeah, well, there'll be an internal inquiry certainly. And we'll deal with disciplinary action as we do if it's necessary. But every time we're by the seaside, it's a given that you have fish and chips. They literally throw the fish out the sea and into the fryer. And we ended up with pizza somehow, so there's been quite a serious breakdown in communication, and Andy was especially upset. It was only the 3 points that kept our spirits up really, but it would have been nice to have both.
I thought Andy Garner was joking, but I've spoken to Stephen McLaughlin this morning, and he says that you were deadly serious.
Yes, yeah, we are, yeah. We like fish and chips. We had some brilliant ones after Grimsby the other week, and then Stephen McLaughlin, just to rub salt in the wounds, sort of dropped out, there's a brilliant fish and chip shop just over the road that he goes to because he lives down there, and so that made it even worse really. But we're still getting little things like that right. It's only been 10 weeks, so we've not got everything right.
Let's speak about what you were pleased with on Saturday, the performance and the result. Did you have to show different qualities on Saturday to what you have shown previously?
Yeah, definitely. I thought the resilience on Saturday, and it wasn't a brilliant game. There wasn't as many shots as we normally have. I think we had 11. Normally we look to sort of try and get 15 away from home, maybe 20 at home. But I think the restricting Southend to just 6 and only 2 on target, one of those, only 1 serious save for Stoney, was the most pleasing part. And while we weren't brilliant by any means, I think just the number of times he touched the ball, how few that was in the game, never mind making saves, was great. I say we didn't create that much, but we stopped them, and sometimes that's enough if you nick a goal yourself.
Let's move on. Bolton tomorrow night in Sky Bet League 2. They've been a bit hit and miss this season, haven't they? But what they have got, for sure and certain, possibly some of the best players in the league on paper.
Without doubt. They have some great experience from this league and the league above as well, higher levels. And on their day, they're another side that's more than capable. And more than capable of mounting a challenge for the playoffs even now. I think the fall that the club's had in the last few years, I think they have to sort of hit a bottom point, and I think they've done that now, and they're going to climb their way back up. But it's a long way back up. It's been a big fall from the Premier League down to League 2.
What will the approach be from Mansfield tomorrow?
It'll be the same as we have done all the games, the home games, underway. I think we've been on the front foot. We started the game brilliantly on Saturday. Took about 15-20 minutes after that, but we want to be on the front foot on Tuesday night at home. We always try and get an early goal as well, and set the tone for the game. And I hope opposition realise that as well, and they're a little bit wary coming to our ground.
And finally, in terms of team news, Nigel, Ollie Clark's been missing in the last few games. Has he got a chance for tomorrow night?
He's got a chance. Whether we risk him or not, I'm not sure. With this sort of kind of injury it is, next to a muscle injury when he's tweaked his knee, that's the next one that you don't risk really. So we'll see how he is. But delighted with the way that Stephen Quinn slotted in. We've still got one or two options in there. So if we don't have to, there's no point in risking him at this stage.
Best of luck tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you.